Okay, am I back? Am I back? I don't know. Am I back? I think I'm back. I'm back. Okay, Vern says I'm back. Sounds great. Oh, God, perfect. That was so weird. Yeah. Apparently, like right when I stopped streaming, my entire system crashed. Like I had a reboot. It was nuts. All right, let me get the mood music going. Okay, okay. Everything. Oh, Zultra Lord, good to see you. Jason Barris, Vern Kennedy. All right, I don't know how many viewers I lost. Who wants to wait for me to restart my machine and get everything back going, right? Yeah, and like, so it says I'm streaming, but I went to check the website just in case. And now that my website's messed up. Not the the twitch.tv/Brian Lagunas. Jason, 625 people came and went. Yeah, just my luck. Just my luck, right? Yeah, because according to the stream manager, I have 0 viewers. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. See that? 0 viewers. Yeah, so apparently Twitch is having issues too. All right. Oh, it does say offline. But obviously, you see me. And I see avatars, so there's still people in chat here. But it's showing offline. However, it is obvious that I am not offline. Yeah, okay, so now Twitch is having issues. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter how many people are watching. What matters is that you're watching. And you're going to get to see some amazing stuff. Like, literally, I'm going to blow some minds today. Because my mind was blown. My mind was blown! Okay, but before I got disconnected, I wanted to make just highlight some notes I was taking, right? And basically, I wanted to let you know that, yes, that's right. Before I got disconnected, I was talking about videos, right? That's where I was at. Okay. So, I basically neglected my YouTube channel for a very long time. I think like 6 months. I didn't post a real video for like 6 months. However, that is going to change. That is going to change. I'm going to post developer-related video tutorials, short ones. I'm talking like 10 minutes or less, preferably. I want to be around there. To my YouTube channel once or twice a week. I'm going to try for twice a week. But one at a minimum. At a minimum, I'll do one. Twice is my goal. And so I've already released a couple of videos on there you might be interested in. So let me just switch to my desktop here. And I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Brian Lagunas. Please don't autoplay. It's not autoplay. There we go. And I released a video called Async Void in C#. Basically how to avoid writing async void methods and how to properly await a fire and forget methods, right? Those tasks that, like, crap, I gotta call this, but I can't await the result. It's fire and forget, or maybe I'm calling it in a constructor or something like that. There's a video on how to do that. And then I did a video on reporting progress with async await, right? And then I have another video coming out tomorrow talking about how to do Excel charts in WPF and .NET Core. So, should be a lot of fun, right? Should be a lot of fun. But that's my goal. My goal is 2 a week, and it's gonna balance between general tech videos, and then I'll have some product specific videos in there as well, because I get a ton of questions from customers, and it's just easier for me to answer those customer questions in a video. Because what normally happens is I'll get an email from one customer say, "Hey Brian, how do you dynamically hide a property on the property grid based on the value of that property?" Like, oh, that's a great question. But then, 3 weeks go by, and then another customer asked me the same question. So I'm just going to do videos for those questions, put them up, I'll put them in a playlist so you kind of know where they're at. You'll know what's product specific and what's general tech, right? But anyways, I am going to really focus on doing more video content, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. This is what you came. This is why you're watching today. This is what you care about, right? Now, because I had to restart, let me get my app. Let me get this thing opened up so I can reveal it to the world. Okay, let me log in. Okay, I think I'm good now. Vincent! I guess I'm live. Thanks for that next video. I will locate a place with good network in advance. No, Vincent, that last one was my fault. I had audio issues and then my computer crashed. So that's why it went down. Okay, that wasn't you, my friend. That wasn't you. That was me. That was all my fault. Okay. All right. So at Infragistics, we were working on a secret project. Secret. It's a secret, right? And this project's the code name right now is App Builder. I don't know what the final name's going to be, but it's going to be App Builder. So I may have kind of mentioned this in a past stream, but we really didn't see much of it. But now you're going to see it. Keep in mind, only a handful of people in the world have seen what I am about to show you. Okay? I'm really excited about this. Hold on. Where's my Switch? Where's my Switch? Okay, here we go. The world premiere of App Builder. It's amazing! Isn't it? No? No? No, wait. You don't? No? Nothing? No? Okay. Okay, so what this is, okay, this is why I'm excited. What this is it is an application that allows you to design a website, an entire web app. Okay? And then what happens, it will take that design and it will generate all the code for you. Even navigation code. Okay, so I wanted to play with this. I personally have not played much with it. I played with it a little bit to give some feedback, and then I didn't touch it for a while. And so today is my first day touching it again, playing with it again. I gotta stop saying touching it. It sounds kind of weird, right? Well, playing with it again doesn't sound good either. Let's just move on, okay? Shall we move on? I gotta find I don't know. Words. Finding words. Okay. So this has everything that a basic app would need at this point. Keep in mind, this is a preview. Okay, this is a preview. It's not public or anything like that. However, hold on. I'm gonna save this for a minute. Policeal! Hey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Okay. So what this allows us to do is I have an application here I called Blank App. This is all I have for now. It's just called Blank App. And so I'm going to start just playing with this and see kind of what we can do with this, all right? Well, actually, I can show you what you can do with it. I'm going to create a new application because this is new since I last looked at it. We actually provide some like samples. So for example, let's create a new people app sample, right? I'm going to create this app. It's like a template, right? To help teach me how to use this thing. What is this? This is the App Builder. This is a brand new product that's under development right now. That's going to allow you to design an entire web experience, an application experience, and not only design it, but you can generate the code for it, which is awesome. Okay? And so, yes, this is from Infragistics. So, Vincent saying, Brian, you seem to keep talking, but the audio disappears. Is it my network problem? It may be your network problem. And actually, you bring up a good point, Vincent. I may actually reduce my bit rate. Because right now, my bit rate is really high, at like 6,000, because I wanted good quality. However, I'm finding that a lot of people don't have internet connections big enough to watch a 6,000 bit rate stream. So I'm probably going to bump that down to about 3,000, 3,500, so more people can watch it, although maybe the quality and the crispness of my image might not be as clear. More people could watch it. So I think I'm going to make that adjustment on the next stream and kind of see how that goes, right? Anyways, back. Audio is fine for me, by the way, Jabber. Oh, thanks. You might have a better internet connection. Vincent, where are you, my friend? What part of the world are you in? I don't think you said where you are from. But anyways, so back to the question. This allows me to design an application, create my interactions, and generate the code. So, for example, looking at this app, this is an advanced application. I want to see what else we have before I get into this one, because I have not seen this one before. A team collaboration. Assad, I'm watching at 6K. Yep. So we have this application here. Oh, what was that? Assad, thank you for the follow. You know what that means? Oh, we are blending. We are blending, my friend. You and I. We are connected forever. So this looks like... Okay, I'm gonna create the other app now. Because I haven't seen these myself. I haven't seen these. We'll create our own in a minute, but I want to see what I'm given. Right? What do they give me? And then we have this app. Kanban board. Okay, so the gist of it, before we create our own, I'll kind of walk through what I know of it. The person you really want to walk you through this, his name is George Abraham. He is the mastermind behind this. He knows this thing inside and out. I'm just going to dink around with it and see if I can break it. That's my job. They say, Brian, play with this and break it. I'm like, I'm so good at breaking things. Anyways, once you have your application, you can then preview the app. Right? So here's the application that's designed. And I'm not sure if I can actually click on anything. I guess I can. Does anything like navigate at all? Just curious. Oh, it does! It navigates! See that? What's this do? Did that do anything? Nope, that didn't do anything. North Africa! Vincent's in North Africa. Algeria. Nice! Well, welcome. Welcome from Africa. Okay. So, then, once you... So this is the design, right, of the application that someone already created for me. You can play with it. It's interactive. You can click on things. And then, check this out. You get this code view. And you get all the code for that view. Well, I think in this case, you get all the code for the child view, if I'm not mistaken. There's your TypeScript and the CSS, right? And the best part is once you have your entire app generated, you hit the Generate App button. Guess what this does? Just guess. Yeah, come on, take a guess. I'm gonna wait. Someone tell me what you think the Generate App button does. Anybody? Bueller? Where does this go? Yes, Vern! It gives you code! It gives you code! So in this case, it is a complete Angular application. Actually, what I want to do, I want to actually run this right quick. I'm going to test it. They say break it. I'm going to break it. Let me copy this into a new location because... Copy this into my downloads. I don't know why I didn't go there in the first place. Like, that was a no-brainer. Okay, so I'm going to, first, remove the mark of the web. This unblock. I don't know how many people know this, but if you're on a Windows machine and you download a zip file, you have to unblock it, especially if it's code, because if you try to open up code in like Visual Studio that hasn't been unblocked after you extract it, it will not run. It won't work right. You'll get all kinds of weird errors. So make sure you remove that mark of the web. So now what I'm going to do, okay, let's open this up with code. Oh man. You give me something, ask me to break it. I am going to try my best. Okay, so we'll do an npm install. Because this is an Angular application, so let's wait for that to finish. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think this is going to work? You think that's going to work? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if I have members of the team watching right now. Dan, don't know. What are you doing? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing after I get it to run. I'll show you what I'm doing. Dan, joining late. That's okay. It's a good thing you joined late because I had a computer crash when I first started. Because, you know, my audio was kind of crackly. And then suddenly I'm like, oh, well, I'll just restart and fix my audio. And then, boom, my computer just crashed. But we're all back now. Okay, so let's do npm start. Will that give me something? Yes. So we're doing ng-serve-o, which means it's going to compile the application. It's going to start up a server, and it's going to open it up in a browser window for me. And we will see this application running. I'm going to test it. And then what we'll do, after we verify that theirs works, right? The perfect sample, the one they give you, we'll try to create our own and see what we can do. Because I think that's going to be fun. I'm really excited about this one. I really am. Because just imagine being able to drag and drop, design a website, and then spit out all the code for it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. There it is. There it is. Sweet. Okay, hold on. Let's check the navigation. Oh, yeah. I don't think these did anything. Those didn't do anything. Did that do anything? Nope, that didn't do anything. That is pretty slick. That is pretty... Okay. All right, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Well, we've proven that their sample works, right? The sample out of the box works. Let's do our own. Let's create our own. Let's mess around and see how this thing works, right? Vincent says, I am Web Green. I feel super comfortable with WPF. Brian, maybe you break down this Angular thing in a second. What does it do? Oh, yeah, I'll take a brief moment. So Angular is just, it's a JavaScript framework for single-page applications, also known as SPA. So if you ever see that acronym SPA, it means single-page app. And the majority of the web frameworks out there now, like React and Vue and Angular, they're all SPA framework. Blazor, SPA frameworks. That means you have one page, your index, and then you just kind of move things in and out of a region, right? You're a WPF person. You know, Prism, region, right? Then, and that's all it is. And then you use routing in your URI to control what gets injected into these views. But you only have one page hosting or serving up your entire site. Okay. Dan says it looks more like web stuff. I think I may be sick. Hey, Dan, I have an emote for that. You like that right there? Okay, so it looks like... Okay, so I have a blank app, and we have a toolbox over here, right? We have a toolbox, and it looks like we have a number of controls. Some are grayed out, which probably tells me they're not ready yet. But we can start laying things out. I don't know, what kind of app do you want to build? Is there something like we want to try to mimic? Something simple, because I'm not a web designer. Maybe something like, is this Angular? You know, I'm not sure if this is built in Angular. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. You know I love you. You know I love you. All right. I don't know if this is an Angular app itself. I know this is an application itself. I don't know. Now, if you're asking about the code we generated... Oh, so Jason says, yes, the entire app is built with Angular. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know this was built in Angular. Built with Ignite UI for Angular. That I also did not know. Sweet. Thanks for sharing. So, yeah, so everything you're seeing right now is an Angular application. So, Darth Coder, my friend, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Have fun on your date night. Tell the missus I said hi. I will catch you later. Okay, so this is an entire Angular app. Everything you see is an Angular application. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing, actually. Okay. So someone said a to-do list. Actually, I want to see if I can mimic something like this. Something really simple. Just like a column layout, like some rows, like a header images, like something really basic, something like that. So let's try to create something like that. Now, I do know this uses the flex layout. I've played with this enough to know how to lay things out, kind of. So one of the first rule I learned is I always start out with a column layout element. Okay, because this is going to arrange everything in a single column, right? And since I'm going to align my page with a whole bunch of rows, I'm going to start with a column layout, and I'm gonna set it to grow. So you see how I did that? I clicked this grow button in the properties grid over here, and it expanded it to fill the screen. Okay, so now everything I put in this column layout is going to stack on top of each other. So I'm going to do a row layout. See that? I'll do another row layout. So essentially, I'm going to copy the layout of this where we have maybe a title bar. We have another row with some big header, like I think it's called a hero image. I think is what they call it. Maybe just some like random stuff. And we'll just throw some random stuff in there. It doesn't have to match exactly. I just kind of want to figure this out. Okay, so that looks good. And we'll just throw one more. I don't know what's going to go in here. But what would I do if I wanted one to like take up the whole space? Like, what if I want one to be a header, right? Oh, and I learned a trick today. So on the toolbox here, I can like search, right, text. I'll put that in there, and I could change the type. Ooh, I could change. Oh, body to caption. I don't know what that means. We'll get to that. Caption. I want a header, and then I want a footer. I'll make this my footer. We'll remove this later. Okay. You know what? Let's just start with 3. I'll add more if I want. But how do I want the footer at the bottom. And oh, my head, my head is covering the property window. Well, that sucks. You know what? I wonder if I could, you know what? Maybe I'll just move my head for this particular demo. Because we will be using the property grid. Where is my... That's main camera. Is that me? Yep, that's me. Okay. Let's just... Okay. Now, can I transform... Boop, and put that in the corner there. There! Okay. I'm out of the way. I moved my big head out of the way. Okay, so I want to resize this. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. Jabba says set middle container to grow. Oh! Look at that. That was easy. Thanks. Thanks, Jabber. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to look at my properties. I have a fill. Let's do a fill. And we have some colors. I don't know these other, secondary, primary. So it looks like we have a theming engine we're working with here, because it looks like I have a primary color, a secondary color, some type of gray, and an other. I'm just going to stick, I don't know, this one. No, that's too dark. How about this one? Okay. Now let's delete. No, I'm not going to delete that. Yeah, I will. You know what's really common? Like if we look at the header of this of the Edge browser, you always have like an avatar on the right. So I wonder if I could just put those in here, or if I need more layouts. Like, I don't know if I need a column or a row. Maybe row. Something like this. Right? But I want this to the right. So maybe I grow this one. So that expands, and I could put, I think we have an, yep, avatar. I can put an avatar in this one. Right? What can I do with the avatar? Can I change its size? I have a margin. Oh yeah, I need a title. Title. Or no, you know what we need? Yeah, yeah. I bet an image would go here, because normally a logo would go right there, right? So I'll, woo, that's kind of big. We'll go like 64 by 64 for now. Can I upload an image or image URL? Oh, I gotta have an image. Oh, let's, okay. Do I have one? What's this? Copy, open image in new tab. This one. Oh, sweet. Okay, well that means I gotta change my background color of, wait, how do I get back to that? Do I click the up button? Yes, okay. Wait, no, I'm not there. How do I get? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's change this to something else. No, that's ugly. Let's just go none. I don't need this to have a background color. It's fine. It's fine. Fire Warrior TV, good to see you. How are you? Jawar. Prism app. Yes, this is a Prism app. Okay, I want to play with this avatar. I want a medium-sized avatar. Square or circle? Let's do circle. I could do colors. Icon. Oh, sweet. We can do icon. What about... What's that? Ludesso! Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. I don't know what we could do for an icon here. It's just like a person? Yeah, something like this. I kind of don't like the gray, though. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And then here, what can we put here? I don't know what we're going to put here. We can put some text. And so, something I learned this morning during the presentation when this was presented to me was a Control E, which stands for everything. So it's like a quick pop-up. And then I can look for text right there. Align centered. Okay, that didn't work. Well, first let me set this. Some cool website. How do I change... How do I change my, like my size? I see type. What's body 2? That's smaller. Caption, that's even smaller. Overline. Oh, that's kind of weird. You would think I'd be able to set like H1, right? H2, like you think I'd be able to do that. But first, how do I center this? Maybe I have to come to this container. I want to, well, let's see, hold on. Left align. Oh, vertical alignment. Center. Okay. Oh, then we can give some margin on... Oh, that's so cool. Okay. This is so cool. I love this tooltip because I bounce between a lot of different technologies. And when you set a margin, it's always different. Like WPF, you set a margin, the order's different. So this actually shows you that little tooltip of which side you're manipulating. So this is actually the right. So if I say I want a 25 margin there, right? I mean, maybe I wouldn't put that there though. Can I undo? Does undo work? It does. Sweet. I want it on this. On the text. There we go. Title has H1 subtitle 2. How do you know this? Title has H1 subtitle. I don't see that. I'm on the title. I'm looking at the properties. I see type. Text properties. Align. Text. Margin. Maybe it's here? Where'd you see that? Where is that? You might have to give me instructions. Jabber? Are you George? I think Jabber is George. Yeah, I don't see how to set my H1 text properties. Unless I have like an H1 here. Nope, that's not right. Maybe I need a scroll? Any scrolling? Nope, no scrolling. All right, so this is one thing. One thing that I'm going to consider broken. Yep. Come on, Miley. Okay. You're on text.
Hey, pal. You just
Maybe there is title.
Town?
What's title? Really? Okay, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. So title is what I would need, which has my heading. Ooh, that's too big. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little weird. With Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for the support. Okay, so we have a heading 3. So I said this was some cool website. Is that what I called it? Okay, some cool website. Now in our footer. Oh, wait. Actually, I don't like the... I want a square one. And can I put more stuff in here? I don't know if I have room. Like, what if I put a button to go somewhere? Like, let's put another avatar up there. Can I just drag it into here? But I want to... How do I reorder? Oh, move! Move to first. Boom. We'll do medium. Whoa, what happened there? I said medium. Okay. And then I don't know what icon we're going to use for this. I'll just use this plus button. I really don't like that background though. Background color. Can't I make that? Well, maybe I have to make it white. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I can't make it transparent because transparent wasn't transparent, right? Let me preview what I got. Hey, look at there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on. I gotta... Can I just add... Can I add some No, not I want padding from the top of this row. Am I on the right row? Now I'm on the right row. Padding from the top, say 15. Right? No, that's left. Whoops. No, not there. Right here. And left. Oh, I'll do the right too. Oh, that's not the right. That's the bottom. Something like that. What's that look like? Okay, not bad. Not bad. We're making something. We're making something. And I can see the code. Okay, so let's turn this into something. Oh, no, let's do a footer. What's a footer look like? Something pretty simple. Yeah, so let's take this. Can I just copy? Does copy and paste work? It sure does. Look at there. Okay, let me get rid of this footer text. Let's do padding. Do 15. And then right next to this, I want to add some text. Real text. Well, hold on. No, hold on. Sorry. Title. Gotta have a title. Heading 5 looks good. And we'll say some cool website. Footer. Can we make it smaller? Yeah. And then... There we go. This is actually pretty easy. Like, legit. This is easy. Left. All right, that's good enough for the footer. Now, let's change the appearance of this to a different... No, let's make this a different color. Like green. Ugh. Nope, not blue. Can't be blue. Yellow. That's hideous. Oh, that's so ugly. I wish there was a color picker. Color picker would be nice. We'll just stick it white. I don't care. Is the final app built with Angular 2? Yes! For now, when you hit generate app, well, we can actually see the code right now. It generates the entire application. Right, so we preview the app we just built. Here it is right here. And then this is the code so far, and the TypeScript and the CSS required to make all this happen. And so when you generate the application, it generates an entire Angular application. Right? Yeah, Alex. Is this Dreamweaver 2.0? Exactly. Oh, I was the king of Dreamweaver. Like, legit, I was the king of Dreamweaver. Okay. So this is something pretty basic. This is kind of cool. But something else I want to play with is I was shown today a kick-ass feature. All right. So one of the biggest problems with designing interactive websites, you know, with a tool like this is you have to worry about navigation. How do you get from one screen to another, right? And so when you have apps like, Adobe XD, Sketch, Figma, things like that, you know, you design by screen. But that's not how apps work in real life. Normally you have like this master view, this master, this master page of your application. And then you identify areas of that app where you're going to actually navigate new content into. And so that's what we have here. So what I need to do, here we go. I'm glad it was right here. Views container. I just made this a views container. Okay. Now what that means is now I can go into this, views tab. I'm glad there's a tooltip there. And I can add another view. Wait, how do I add a view? Do I add it here? Add it here. Okay, add child view. So I'll call this products. Sure. And then I'll just do something simple. What do we got here? We have data. We have data. Oh, that means we have data-driven. Okay, wait. How do I know what view I'm on? Oh, that's okay. I have to know what view I'm on from this screen. So if I'm at my toolbox, I have no indication of what view I'm editing. I don't know if I'm on the master view, a child view. Looking right here, I don't know. I'd have to come here to know that I'm on the products view and to switch between them. All right, so let's look at these. What do we got? Menu navigation, content, input, checkbox. Ooh, a grid. And it has data. Oh, hold on. I got to do the, did I do a column layout here? Row. Then put my grid. Grow. Okay, maybe that's not what I want. Let me delete that. Do I just do the grid and say grow? No, that's not what I do either. Okay. What the heck? How do I... this is a little confusing. Maybe I gotta do the row. Row. I would imagine I have to do a column too. I mean, yeah. Oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I do the column layout. And then the grid. No! What the heck? So let's throw a row. layout in there too. That will be grow. Will this work? Ugh, okay, so I can't grow my grid. So I'll just resize it. I can't grow my grid. That sucks. Maybe it's a limitation with how the grid works. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have a data grid. So if I go back to my views, let's create another child view. We'll call this profile. And then what do we do here? Let's do a column layout. Grow it. I'm not quite sure what to do here, actually. How about a row? And then a row. And then we could throw some cards in here. I don't know. These cards represent something. I'm not sure what they represent, but they represent something. Vertical align center. Space around space evenly. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I really like that. Can I make this? I can make that grow. I don't know if I like that though. And what do these do? So type. Social. Oh. Twitter. Subtitle. Follow me. Oh, no, not follow me. At Brian Lagunas. Right? Avatar, no avatar. Okay, I have it. Hold on. So I have an avatar, but can I not? I can't. No, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, let's do this. This is cool. Not Twitch. Twitter, people, Twitter. Profile. Let's grab that photo right there. Look at that mug. Look at that mug. Okay, so I want this to be an image. Does that work? That didn't work. That didn't work. Why not? Oh, that's why. Let's grab that. There we go. Hey now. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to this master view, actually. I want to change this icon to me. Image. Oh, that looks much better. That looks much better. Okay. Well, this is kind of cool. I need another image, though. Where can we grab an image from? How about this? What's this? We'll grab this image. Oh, or I could use that image here. Can I use that? Can I use that as a background? Maybe? Can I not, Okay, so parents fill. So I can't set a background image of this like I could with CSS. So that's, okay. So I'd probably have to add an image. Let's just go back to profile. And I'll add an image up here. Can I grow that? Oh, not really what I'm looking for, but we'll start there. There we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. I got some share icons. I still need another image for this thing. But what else do we have? We have, so that's the social. We have media. So you have an image to the right. That's kind of cool. You have an actions column, which is just content, media. This is kind of cool. I mean, this is pretty configurable. This is pretty configurable. What else can I do? Well, let's go back. Let's go back to social. Oh, I know what we could do. Twitter logo. I need copy image, not link. Open image, new tab. That's what I need right there. So I'm assuming this. Okay. All right, so this is a little weird. George, if you're watching, I put a link into the URL and it's overtaken the other text box that's next to it that controls the width of it. So we'll go 250. Yeah, it looks good. 250. Right? And then I don't need actions. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to delete these, actually. I'm going to delete these. And then I'll get rid of the actions. And then for title, I'll go YouTube. Just Brian Lagunas. I want to use a different image for that. Let me go to my YouTube channel. What can I steal from my YouTube channel? I mean,
hey everyone, Brian.
Ugh. I mean, we are legit building a web app. Source. That's what I need. Right there. So I need to click on the avatar, change it to an image, provide the image. Okay, then let's steal. I mean, not steal. Borrow YouTube's logo. What is their logo right now? Is it this one? I don't even know. It's this one. That's their logo. Okay. Well, that's not going to fit nice. Let's just take this one. This is fine. It's fine. Okay, so now I provide my image. What did I set here? 250? I want to be the same. 250. Okay. Oh, and I need some padding. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm sorry. That was stupid simple. That was stupid simple. Okay, but now what I want to do. So we have a grid with some data, some fake data. And then we have my profile page that I built pretty easily. So I want to click the add link to go to, what's this? Interaction. Navigate to products. It can't be that easy. It can't be that easy. Navigate to profile. Come on now. Really? It's that simple? Okay. Let me preview what we have. Okay. This is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. This is pretty cool. I like this. Hold on. Let me click on my avatar. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. You know what I would like? Okay, I'm excited. This is cool. I'm gonna go back to my profile. Can I make this a link? Can I click on like... Okay, I can't. Okay, I can't click on the link. I can't make this image like I click on it and it goes somewhere. Can I wrap this in an anchor maybe? Or like a link? Oh, it's not implemented. Okay, link isn't implemented. But I'm assuming I'd be able to wrap this in an anchor tag so when I clicked on it, it would take me to that, to whatever link I provided, which would be my YouTube channel, or that would be my, or my Twitter channel, then my YouTube channel, right? Oh, what's this? Outlined, elevated. Hold on, I got more toys to play with. Elevated. Outlined. Do I see a difference? Let's look. Let's preview. Oh, okay. This has like a... Oh, nice! Did you see that? I hover over it, and it kind of raises up. That is sweet. Okay. Jabber said, card actions. Yeah, but no, I don't want card actions, right? I don't want that. I don't want them to have to click a link down here like this. I don't want them. Oh, Alex! I haven't even tested this. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's give it a try.
Did it work? Uh-oh. What's that noise? What's that noise? That's new. What the heck is that noise? I really don't know what that noise is. What is going on? I mean, it's pretty dramatic. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty dramatic. It's a voice changer. How do I turn it off? Oh my god! This is new, it must be an update. Oh. I am Sparta. I will code like a Spartan. I will fight my very last breath to create this web app with the app builder. Oh, found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Oh my god. Someone should tell the voice mod people that you can't just be adding background music on an update. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Okay, so as I was saying, George, I don't want to have to make them click a button. I want to be able to just click this image. Right? I mean, that's what I want. Like, oh, click this image, boop, and it goes to a link. Or maybe click the card. Maybe click, I don't know. I just want to click here, and it takes me somewhere. I don't want to have a share button or anything like that. So Dan says you should have the music toggle on your Stream Deck. Well, that's a new feature. I didn't know about it, Dan. Apparently, you knew about it. Because some of the voices, the music is what makes it. Well, I would definitely have to turn the volume down. That's for sure. Dan, the background effects has been there, but that music is new to that voice. That's what I'm telling you. I've been using this voice for a while, and that background music was never there. It just suddenly appeared. Okay, so besides not being able to make this a link, I'm pretty ecstatic. This is pretty freaking awesome. Now, I'm not a great designer or anything by any means. You know what? I want to add some color. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, to the footer. And there's our footer. There it is. Cool website footer. And because we're getting this trial, this is actually the Ignite UI grid component. Like, this is not like an image. You've got to be kidding me.
This is awesome. I got selection. Oh man, let me turn on some features. Let me turn on that chart directive. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is the actual grid component. It's interactive. Can I sort? Sorting's turned off. Come on, turn sorting on. Come on. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. I want sorting in here. How else am I going to validate the design if I can't interact with my grid? I'm just saying. How do I test the filtering capability? How do I test the sorting capability? Right? How do I know how my users are going to interact with this thing? But I click this button and I see my profile. Bam. And see, I wanted to click this button here, this Twitter logo, and go to Twitter, right? That's freaking cool. Okay, now we designed something. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. We designed something from scratch. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, we have theming. This, hold on. Did I just change my theme that easily? Well, hold on. Let's change this back to like nothing. Does that get the background? That does. Oh, this is cool. I just got dark mode for my awesome new website. Man, this is impressive. Hold on. Themes. Active. What's this one look like? Hold on. Let me go to master view. Back to themes. Is this going to be the new BrianLagunas.com? It may be. What's this? This is kind of cool. Okay, this takes a second. The font changes. Colors change. I like this one though. Was that the one? Yeah. Hold on. More options. Duplicate. That's crazy. I can create my own theme. I got something for that. My kick-ass theme. So we could do Material, Fluent, or Bootstrap. I honestly don't know the difference between them, but I'll stick with Material. We'll do a dark mode. Colors. We can... Ooh. Here's that color. Hey, I want this color picker on the other color thing I had over here. Alex, will this use the new dark mode stuff? I think so, yeah. I duplicated that dark theme. And so if I don't change it at all, I can see that I'm using my kick-ass theme. It's applied. We can edit it. Typography. So if I change my font to something crazy like Oswald. No, I didn't want to save as new. Delete, sorry. Wait, I can't delete? Oh, I bet because it's assigned. Okay, what? So what was the user experience? Why did I create new? Let's look at this again. Oh, that's why. George, if you're watching, please move this button. Please move this button. I didn't want to create new. I wanted to update. So what I said Oswald. Update. Yes, I think the primary action here should be update, not save as new. If I'm in here messing around, I probably want to update it. Because I'm going to update, I'm going to look at some changes, and then I'm going to go back to it, edit it again, make some more updates, and this big blue button is the one I want to click. Like, I'm drawn to it. Like, oh, I want to click that button. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So this should probably be moved. This should be the primary action, in my opinion. Roundness. Elevation. See, I almost did it again. I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Okay, let me update that. Let's preview. This is freaking cool. That is so cool. Okay. So, we created a very simple, not a beautiful app, but it's an app. We did some stuff. We did a footer, a header, some content, a couple child pages, right? I'm going to generate the application. Let's see if this works as advertised. Man, I got something in my throat. Okay. That didn't take long. Show in folder. Going to remove the mark of the web. Extract. Let's open this with code. And then we need to do the good old npm install. Alex, then up on GitHub pages and done. Exactly! Exactly! You know what? I've been wanting to redesign this webpage here. It's just a static HTML page. I think I'm gonna do it with this app builder just for fun. Oh, but you know what? I just noticed something. You see how my header stays at the top while I scroll the body? I wonder if that would work with the app builder. Could I achieve that? Okay, so npm install, npm start. Let's see what happens. ng-serve-o, build my application, compile it, open up a browser, and let's see this. Does it work as advertised? That's what I want to know. It's not a demo app that they were given to us, right? We built one from scratch using our own images, our own design, our own settings. Everything is custom. Come on! The suspense is killing me. Here we go. Let me close this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What do we got? I see a problem. Oh. Broken. Broken. My grid. What is up with my grid? And I don't even have a scroll bar. What happened here? This does not match my design. You see this beautiful design? Preview it. It works fine in my preview. See that? What happened? See, that's why they pay me the big bucks. They say, Brian, break this, and I break it. But however, let's see. Okay. Click. Well, that worked. Navigation works. Navigation works. That's awesome. A little bit of feedback, though, is I don't have the thumb. Like, my cursor didn't change. So I don't know I can click on this. Like, for example, you see how I know I can click on these? Because it changed. All these buttons, you see how my cursor changes on everything? Essentially everything. Let me close this. Yeah, see, I could click on all this stuff. So another feedback is on these links that are provided some type of action. Is I need my cursor to change so I know I can click on them. But hold on, let's look at the F12 here and let's see what's going on. We have something going on. Honestly, don't know what the heck's happening here. There's the scroll bar. Oh, the scroll bar's at the very bottom. Okay, so I can scroll. It's just the width of the grid didn't take up what I thought it was going to take up. So that part is a little off. And that could be something I did, honestly. But look at my design. It shouldn't do that. And when I preview it, it works as expected. Right? I'm not crazy, am I? Let me know if I'm being crazy. But in my mind, what I see is what I should get. And I didn't get it. Still, that's pretty freaking awesome. Okay. Here's the fun part. I mean, not fun. Here's the cool part. Here, let me stop this. I mean, it does work. It does work. Sure, there's some problems, but it is preview. It is a preview. And how would you personally like to join this private preview? I'm just curious. Would anyone like to actually play with this? Besides me? I can't be the only one, right? Anybody? If you guys don't care, that's fine with me. Let me know in the chat. You guys have been quiet. No? Yes? No? Hello? Bueller? Hello? Hello? Okay. Coach Stencil me. Dan says, I'm tired of web, trying to get back to desktop and mobile. Well, here's the deal. I am inviting every one of you to join this private preview. Private preview. MMSoft, if you already have an Inference subscription, don't we already have access? No, you don't already have access, actually. Like I said, this is the world premiere. Only a handful of people have ever seen this. You are the first large group to actually see this. And so now I am inviting all of you to join the private preview that no one else gets to see. All you have to do is in the chat, type !join. And you will get a link to a survey to fill out. And then that will be signing you up for the preview. You'll be contacted by our team. You might have to sign an NDA, basically saying you're not going to go, take everything you play with and learn and steal all the code and tell people about it and our competitors and try to write a competing product. Yada, yada, yada. Legal stuff. But fill out that survey and you will get an invite to the private preview, and you'll get to play with this all you want. And this is your chance to not only test the app builder before anyone else in the world does, but you'll be able to help drive its feature set, right? As you use it, you can provide feedback on what you don't like, what you do like. Like I found a couple things I didn't like, right? Doesn't mean we're not going to do it. It just means it's an early preview. There's a lot of work to be done, a lot of little details that need to be ironed out. And the more details we know, the better fleshed out the product will be when we do release. And I don't know when we're releasing, honestly. I think we're not releasing until it's ready, right? And so everyone, right now, please click that link, sign up for this preview. You don't have to be an Infosys customer. You don't have to go through any of that. If you're interested and you want to play with it, please sign up for the preview and you'll get early access. Also, right now, we only support exporting Angular apps, but that's going to change. In the future, you're going to have React, you're going to have Vue, you're going to have Blazor, right? You're going to have all the modern frameworks that you care about. And if a new modern framework pops up, we can support it. You know what I would be curious in, actually, is a Flutter app. Because Flutter does web, right? That might be kind of cool. I don't know. I might be pushing it there. I'm one who, I like to think outside the box a lot, and sometimes I go a little extreme. I could take things to the extreme. But that's just who I am. That's how I am. Blazor, yes. Yes, Blazor is on our roadmap for CodeGen. It's part of the major web platforms that we're going to release for, which is Angular, React. We care about Vue and we care about Blazor, right? I knew what you meant. MMSoft. I'm not a grammar Nazi, right? People who you tweet something and you misspell it, but there's no edit button, so you can't correct it, and you're like, screw it, I'll leave it, and then people just jump on you because you misspelled a word. Dan, you take things to the extreme. That is very much the opposite of me. Well, I don't know. It depends on what we're talking about. When it comes to like adding things to frameworks, man, you will add it right away. I'm more like, nope. So it depends on what we're talking about, I guess. You will add an API just because someone had an idea. All right. What time is it? 11:16. Okay. Well, I'm kind of done with the app builder section. Okay. I really wanted to show that to everyone. However, we can work on other stuff too, because I got another 40 minutes of free time. 40 minutes. Right? Dan, do anything worth doing is worth doing overdoing. Oh my God, I can't even say that. Do anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Okay, got it. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah, bad grammar. That's okay. I'm the worst at it. trust me, if you were ever in a private chat with me, you would ask, how does Brian ever code? Because I misspell every other word. I honestly think it's my keyboard. I could swear I hit those characters. Maybe I need new batteries or something. Right? I need new batteries because I swear I hit those characters and they just don't come through. I swear I hit them. But yeah, you have to translate every message that I send you. It's pretty sad. Okay. So now that we're done with the app builder section and everyone here has signed up. Everyone signed up for the preview. Because you want to play with new stuff that no one else has access to. Right? What should we do? What should we talk about? Should we look at some... Should we look at some... whatchamacallit? Prism! Should we look at some Prism issues, possibly? Maybe? We could do that. We could do that. Let me go to my desktop. I want to move my camera back real quick though. I want to move it. I'm floating. Gonna flip. Put myself right back where I was here. There. There we go. Ah. I feel comfortable now. Back at home in my little corner. All right, so Dan says there's one I think you want to close. What's that one? Is it this one? It says bug. Dialog on open invoke time. What? What is this? Oh Lord. Okay, let me see. As title says, with current implementation on dialog opened will be invoked before show dialog will be called. I believe that whoever uses dialog service expects the on dialog opened will be processed after dialog window will be loaded. I'm not sure if this is the bug or the expected behavior, but I think that at least the naming is confusing. I'd like to hear your opinion, and if you agree, I make a PR. Well, first off, on dialog opened does not mean loaded and rendered. For that, for sure. I actually don't remember the implementation details. Let me look. Let me look. Oh, I gotta reinstall my my Git tree extension. Dialog service. I mean, this is just technicalities here. Show. Oh yeah. Yep. Create dialog. Configure dialog window content. Configure properties. After the properties. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. All right. I remember now. Yeah, I'm closing that one. How should I put this though? I don't want to be. I don't want to be like rude about it, right? I don't want to be rude about it. But I'm not changing the name of it. On. You don't want to be your normal self, you mean? Ouch! Ouch! Man, ugh. Stings a little. I'm only rude to you. Come on, let's be honest. The on dialog opened method is not meant to signify when a dialog has been loaded and rendered on glass. See, I'm typing it. I'm telling you. But I have to always go back. Okay, the 2, I probably messed this up. I know I hit that F. I think it's my keyboard. I'm telling you, it's my keyboard. Okay. So the on dialog open method is not meant to signify when a dialog has been loaded or rendered on glass. Or, not and. Or rendered on glass. I don't know if I should say on glass because that's a term I use. I don't know if they'll understand that, especially if English is a second language. Is that a common term? Am I the only one that uses on glass? Like basically, it's actually rendered to the end user, right? I don't know. I like on glass. Da, 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 da. And actually, this happened so quickly. To the developer, you don't know. Okay? So the fact that the technical implementation of the method, no, not implementation, excuse me, invocation. Come on, brain work. Right, so the fact that the technical invocation of the method happens before the dialogue, before I'm telling you, I'm hitting these characters. Yeah. Yeah, so the fact that the technical invocation of the better be specific happens before the show/dialog method is executed is irrelevant. To the developer, all they know is they called show/dialog. The dialog opens, and they have the ability to pass parameters before the dialog is rendered to prevent unnecessary... Okay, misspelled that. Spelled that one. Unnecessary. There we go. Vincent, English is your second language? How comes I thought English is first language? No. So English is my first language. It is. I was just saying, when I reply to people on forums or comments or anything, I'm always cautious of how I speak because I understand that not everyone speaks English, right? And so I do my best not to use too much like slang that people won't understand if you're not from America. Like if you don't live in the US, you won't understand half of how I actually speak to my friends because we use a lot of slang words and euphemisms and all kinds of stuff. So I try to, I try to speak more clearly and communicate more clearly when replying to everyone because I don't know where they're from. I don't know their experiences. I don't know their ability to read English, if they use a translator. Like, I don't know. So I just try my best to keep that in mind. Huh. Dan, English is his second language. His first language is bad English. Exactly. Binding refreshes. And what I mean by binding refreshes is that if this were to be changed to actually pass the parameters and load the parameters after the dialog has actually rendered on glass, well then you would see a visible binding update, right? And so that's why you don't do that. You have to do it before you, technically, you have to pass those parameters, set your properties, before you actually show the dialog, because then that won't happen. Okay. They have the ability to pass parameters. Yeah. So does that make sense? The fact that the technical invocation of the onDialogOpen method happens before the show/dialog method is executed is irrelevant. To the developer, all they know is that they called show/dialog. The dialog... do this. This goes last. They have the ability to pass parameters before the dialog is rendered, unnecessary binding refreshes, and the dialog opens. Thanks for asking. How's that? Is that clear? Clear as mud? I think it's clear. Boom. Closed. Okay, what else do we have? Auto initialize attribute doesn't override. Okay, this is all Dan. This is Dan's baby right here. He wanted this feature so bad. So, okay, first off, why would you do this? Hold on. Hold on. I read this code snippet. Okay, I get it. So, Prism has a feature that Dan added, Prism for Xamarin Forms, where you don't have to manually set the properties of the parameters you're passing. You can simply attribute those, right? You can attribute those properties with the name of the property that's been passed, and Prism will automatically set that property for you. Okay? What this person wants to do is have a property named value, a parameter that matches that property name, and then also but he wants to set a different property called previous value to the value parameter that was passed that matches the other property that they have to find. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense because that's really confusing. Because why don't you just say previous value, value from previous page? Just say previous value. And so navigating like this will cause both previous value and value to be set. Yes, this makes sense to me. This makes complete sense to me. I think this is as designed. Because if you're passing a parameter called value and you have a property named value, the auto initialize will set that property for you. And if you also manually assign that value property to a different property in your view model, it makes sense to also assign that as well. This is by design. Because what I would not want to happen is for this to not be set and for this one to get set, because then you could really mess yourself up. Your code can get extremely confusing because I'm sure this value is passed a different way in a different scenario. So yeah, this is not confusing. I'm actually, Dan, if you don't mind, I'm going to reply and just close this. This is as designed. Right? Just give me the thumbs up and I'll close it. Unless you want to respond. I'm going to write, this is by design. This is not a bug. Not a bug. Don't need to verify. Do we have a as design? Enhancement, help one, a good keeping value. Won't fix. Nope. Okay, good. Huh, you're the better one to close it. I tell them straight up what they're trying to do is stupid. Okay. This is behaving as expected. If you have a property named the same as an incoming parameter and also force that same parameter to be assigned to another differently named property, we must set both. Oh, and mark it as won't fixed. Okay. This feature is working by design. Close. Label. Let's add a new label. By design. Right? Sure. We can rename it if that's not good, but yeah. By design. Cool. Okay, bug. Dialog throws null except... Dan, you have an issue with dialog null being thrown. Your dialog in Xamarin Forms throws null a lot. It really does. Let me check something real quick. Can the issue author add their own labels? Yes. I believe so. I'm pretty sure we fixed that issue from 7.2. Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, forms. Sorry, I lost track. Navigation, services. Dialog service. Last commit May 2nd. Yeah, we probably might have already fixed this. Wait. No, that's device service. Oh, come on, Brian. Read. Okay, dialog service. There we go. Dialog. Where? Actually... No, that's right. Request closed. You don't. That should always not be null. I mean, you could add a null check here if you want. You might want to add a null check there. Oh, no. Yeah. No, plus equals. No, you don't. I'm retarded. Stop. No, never mind. I'm reading too fast. Alex, isn't that usually disabled? I'm not sure. Then again, you know, I submit issues to a lot of repos that I actually belong to, so I might not know the experience of submitting issues to a repo that I don't actually belong to. Because every time I use an open source project, I normally get involved in it and I start contributing. Callback. No, that looks right. Boom. Question mark. Callback. Question mark. Callback. Question mark. Yeah, that looks legit. Callback right there. Yeah, this might have already been fixed. Dan, I don't believe people that aren't members can add whatever they want unless they know how GitHub works. Then they can. Yeah, maybe the labels aren't open for everybody, actually. I mean, I'm not seeing anything in here that can really... Oh my god, really, Shell? Blech. Dan, I can't believe you added support for that. Hold on. Oh man, Shell got my throat. Oh my god, I got Shell in my throat. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Shell. I think it's it was prep, so I wouldn't forget about it. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's standing out at me that would cause that, and I think you might have fixed this from the last time. Maybe. Let's look. Oh no, I could try to run it, I guess. I've actually never used your dialogue service before. From a toggle event, a null exception is returned. Add a switch to a control page, connect the toggle event to a command in vModel. Call a dialog from the command in vModel, null exception. When I call the same command from a button, it works. What? Okay, hold on. I gotta look at this now. Few models. Yeah, that doesn't sound like an us issue either, actually, but you never know. The request closed null. So this would be one thing I'd be worried about that was null, but I saw all your callbacks had a null check on it. Well, this would definitely cause an issue here. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the dialogue? I mean, that would definitely cause an issue. If you're throwing an exception. Because if you show it, and then you close it, on dialog close, or throw an exception, the next time you try to show it, you've thrown an exception, like you've broken. You're broken. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. That's the issue. I mean, I can run the app just to see, like, okay, let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's download this. I'm in a good mood today. I'll entertain this, even though I'm pretty sure that's the problem. I could be wrong. Let's look. Remove the mark of the web. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Meant to go right-click, extract. Okay, now I better move this to, like, my dev folder. Because, you know, there's a huge, like, file path issue. Delete me after. Let me copy that into here. Oh, crap. Where did that go? Copy to dev. That's where I want. Okay. So now we could close this. Where did I put that? Delete me after is what I called it. Okay, let me plug in my my Android device. And we will run this app. After we fix the problem. Where is my visor? Let me run visor. Alright, alright. Looks like getting connected here. Let me start my visor. Okay, it looks like everything's ready to go. Connecting up. You might hear all the notifications I'm getting. Here's my visor. Okay, so let's go ahead and first... I'm just going to do this. Because I'm pretty sure this is the problem. Let's just delete that. And then we'll go from here. Okay. Delete command, close command, close command. Everything else looked good. Looks okay, everything else looks good. Right, so let's set this and do a build. Actually, I'm gonna build this first. It's always gambling when I build a Xamarin Forms app. It really is. Like, did that build? I don't know. Did it build that fast? There we go. Building other people's Xamarin Forms apps hardly ever works for me. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Because normally every time, I don't know what it is. Dan, I don't know if you have this problem, but whenever someone shares a Xamarin Forms solution with me, it always fails. Well, but this one worked. This one worked. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and run this. And let's see what happens. I removed the exception that was being thrown. And let's see if it just works out of the box. If not, we'll look into it a little more, right? Let's see. Come on now. Yeah, deploying to Google Nexus 7. Start debug. Okay, here we go. We're moving. Takes you a while to make that transfer, I guess. Let's see if this is an us issue. Or if this is a... Okay. Toggle button. Well, I just hit the button. Let's see. What do we have here? We have a toggle, allow toggle. Let's run through this really quick. Because that did crash right when I clicked that toggle button. Oh my goodness, we know what that is, don't we, everyone? We know what that is.
That's a raid! Oh my goodness! Defend, defend, defend! We're being raided with a party of 34! How do you say that? The scheme? The scheme? Thank you for the raid. Who's that? The scheme, yo! I hope I'm saying your name right. Really do. I'm bad at that. I butcher your name. Defend that shit! Oh, Deus King! Thank you for the correction, Deus King.
Deus Kane, thank you for the raid there. Welcome, everybody. What we are doing right now is we are debugging a GitHub issue for Prism. So if I open this up, there is a issue, if I can get back to it, somewhere, right here. There's an issue on the Prism repo, and we're taking a look at that, and we're going to step through it right now, because I say whenever they hit the toggle button, something doesn't work. So let's look through this. Dialog service has something. And then, well, hold on. And then it crashed. That's weird. That's very interesting. So it actually went through the dialog.show dialog. And they said if they hit the button, it worked fine. No pointer on the return. Because here's the strange thing. What they're saying happens, and this really shouldn't matter, from the Prism side, is when you click the button, it works just fine. So they have a button bound to the same command, but when you use the toggle button here, the second you click it, you get a null exception. But we went through this and nothing was null. Let me comment this out. I just want to see something. I always start, when I run into a problem, I always start with nothing. And I start turning stuff on, and then I can narrow it down. So let's just see what happens if I just click the toggle button. Okay, so the toggle button will click. That looks good. That looks fine. Let's stop it here. Good habit. I'm placing bets. It still breaks. Yeah, it did break there. So let's undo this. Because from a functionality standpoint, there should be no difference between calling this command from a toggle button and calling it from a button. Like, that really makes no sense to me. At all. Like, 0 cents. Okay, come on. Okay, hit the button. No exception. Hit this. Okay, no exception. That looks good. Okay, so this is where it's at. This is very strange indeed. So I'm gonna hit the button. So we'll show it with the button. As soon as I get my UI here. Okay, test with the button. Yep. Test. Yep. Test. Works just fine. Test. Yep. Okay. Toggle. Exception. Very interesting indeed. Ah. You know what that means? That's right, Miley. It's broken. Something's broken. Miley came in here wrecking everything. Alright, so obviously this is an interesting... Hold on. First off, before I blame it on us, I want to make sure that all of this... Where's the dialogue itself? Okay, so there's nothing here. Okay, this doesn't look like anything's there. So I want to step through this. On dialogue. I want to see if we get to on dialogue closed. I want to see what happens if we get to Oh, Dan says, hold on. Could be Xamarin.Forms. I mean the broke page title binding. Broke page title binding? First, let's see if there's a title binding here. I'm not familiar with that one. Let's check this view here. Is there a... There is a title binding. Okay, I'm going to remove that because you said something about a title binding. There was a title binding on that main page. Let's look at the app.xaml really quick. See, navigation main page. Hey, if they broke something like that, let's go down what else they broke. Yeah, no kidding. We'll remove the title binding. I set some breakpoints because I want to see where I get, you know, do we get on the opened? Do we get on the closed? Right? Yeah, that's basically it. If we get opened, this would be very interesting, actually. Because if we don't get to the dialog open, that means we didn't even open the stupid thing. It means something else was broken. It wouldn't be surprised if the Xamarin Forms team broke something else again. Okay, so we hit the constructor. This is the dialog. Wait a minute. First off, why are you injecting a dialog service in a dialog? That's weird. That's one thing that, like, why are you doing that? Okay, so we do hit open. This does have a value. And we get past that. We get past that. That's very interesting indeed. 5/7. I've already been wrong, so but it feels like a context issue to me. Like it's not the dialogue that's actually breaking. It's the slider trying to update itself on the current form, which is now the dialogue or something. I think you might be right about that. Karthkian. Hey, Brian. Sorry late to the party. Hey, that's okay. That's all right. What does the stack trace say? You know, I should probably look at the stack trace. Let's run that again. Because we did get through the show dialogue part. So something... This is very interesting. Works with the button, not with the toggle. Okay, so yeah, that all works. Where's my details? Hot reload connected, switch toggle, breakpoint, null reference object. Where's on dialog opened, and then system null reference, call stack, no call stack. So we don't have a call stack. Okay. Don't see anything in my output either. I just see we get through on dialog opened, and then we have reference that's sent to an instance of an object. This means I'm going to open up some Prism source code. That's what that means. Repos, Prism, E to E, Forms, right there. Let's see if we can figure this weird one out, shall we? Hopefully there's a sample with a dialogue already in it that I could just switch to from a button to a whatchamacallit, toggle button, toggle switch, whatever it's called. So do we have... Here, let me just run this after I build. Okay, let's build this. Make sure my local source code repository will build and function. Then we'll step through and see what is null. Oh, come on. I swear, building Xamarin Forms apps it's brutal. It's brutally long. Is it just me? And I'm on like a beast machine. I have like a 12-core Ryzen 3900 freaking beast. All right. Let me start this sample app we have, and I want to see if we have a button that will show a dialog. And if we do, I will change that button to a toggle switch. And then we'll see if we duplicate it on our side. Oh, deploying to... There we go. There we go. Where's my... There it is. Viper 7, thank you for the follow, my friend. You know what that means, right? We are blending. We are blending. So Dan says, one of my multi-targeting libraries, when I was making changes and rerunning tests, I walked out of the room 10 minutes and still had to wait for the build to finish. Yes. Show demo dialog. It didn't show. Do I have anything else here? Navigation, dialogues, dialog demo. What? Are none of those buttons hooked up? Oh, hold on. Let me use my device. Really? Oh, I have to load the module? Yeah, I try to do something. Okay, let me restart. Sorry. I try to load something without loading the module first. Dan, why'd you make that so complicated? Sorry, I have this up right now. Don't even worry about that. Like, load a different module, not one you're actually trying to demo. Okay, so let me go... Modules. Oh, what did you break? Unable to activate instance of the platform page renderer from native handle. Page renderer? Dan, what did you do? What did you do? That's okay. We'll modify this. Stop turning. That's a known issue on Android. So we haven't updated our app. Xamarin changed something. Okay, so let me go to Android. Didn't we... Can't you disable that? I know we have an option to opt out of that. So I thought you had to opt into it, first of all, but I guess not. Oh, right here. This is where we do it. Alright, let's try that again. Xamarin's always breaking stuff. Yeah, set forms dependency resolver. Oh, here we go. Try again. Now I'll just use the touch device here. Okay, so let me go to modules. Okay, not started. I want the dialog initialized. Okay, so we loaded our modules. Perfect. Dialog demo. I just want to show a dialog with a single param. Okay. So single param dialog, that's what I need to go work on. That's what I'm going to switch. I'm going to change. Only compliant, not only notice. Does not equal only notice, yeah. Only complaint does not equal only notice. Sorry, 5%. Took me a minute to get that one. Okay, so I'm assuming... Dialog demo, hello page. Man, these don't make any sense. Which one is it? Dialog demo page. Here we go. Single param. Show dialog. Demo dialog. And we're using an extension method. That's fine. Can we switch this to a button? Oh, so Xamarin got that from the handle toggled renderer. Switch renderer. Handle toggle and switch. It's the render. Oh, okay. So let's do this. Hold on. Let's go to their app here. And let's say don't use that. Right there. It's the switch renderer. Thank you so much, Xamarin. That is awesome. I don't know why I couldn't get that. Okay, so if I pass false, so maybe that's related to that Android issue that we just ran into there. So I'm going to pass false to where we're not using the container to resolve the renderers because obviously Xamarin Forms broke that. Kind of makes me wonder if we should just turn that off in V8 because we're getting ready to release V8 one of these days. Okay. No, I still got it. But it's in the switch renderer. Huh. Dan, whenever it gets time to finish the regions. So I need to find the source of that, though. So that wasn't it. I thought if we added the... to tell the renderers not to use the dependency resolver, then maybe that would fix that. Unless I need to do a clean rebuild. It's possible that didn't... I just have to make sure. What's this called? What's this project? Switch control dial. Okay. Where is this app? Right here. Let's uninstall this. Because you never know when you're debugging these freaking apps. Go open. I want to delete my bin and OBJ. Bin, OBJ. Okay, we're starting fresh. I'll put false, so I won't use that. He's played Knifey Spoony before. I don't even know what that means. This is... Shoo. Okay. Let's see if that would do it. But that is very interesting. It is the switch renderer. So it's good to know it's not us. So I wonder if you put anything in there. I bet it's because... it might be... Because Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to like replace like the main content of the... You have to replace the main content of the view to do the dialogue, right? So maybe when it switches, that's kind of what's causing the issue. That might be it. Okay, so demo, dialogue. So what I'm going to do is change this to a... What was it? A switch, right? Oh, not hello world. Yeah, just a switch. Thought so. Switch. Oh, I can't just paste? Oh my gosh, come on. And it doesn't have a text? What does switch have? You know what? I don't care what it has. I'll remove it. Doesn't have a command. No, a switch doesn't have a command, does it? Let's just do this. I don't want to break his... We'll add it at the bottom. How about that? How about that? We'll just add it to the bottom here. And I will copy exactly what this has. Right there. Switch. Okay, now we need to allow use toggle command. So this is a dialog demo page. Where's my dialog demo page? View model. Do we have a command we can use? No. There, it's called that. Okay, and execute command. And in that command, hold on, do I have dialog service? I have page dialog service. Oh, dialog service. I got it. Okay. Is that stored off? No, it's not stored off. Store that off. Like I said, I want to do exactly what they're doing. Okay, so main page view model. Well, I can't. Okay, it's gonna be a little different. It'll be a little different. Because I need a dialog. Register dialog, demo dialog. And don't care about parameters. All right. I think that's it. Switch. Let's do it. Let's test it. Let's see if it happens in our sample app. Viper7 says that's a Simpsons quote. I'm just impressed. Good habits. Thank you very much, Viper7. I appreciate that. Let me get... Okay. So, I gotta remember to load the modules. Because Dan has this convoluted way to get to the modules. Dialog demo. I could have swore I put a... toggle down there. Maybe this isn't the right page. What the heck? This makes no sense. Where is my... I know I added a... Here it is. I'm looking at switch. Show user... What the...
What kind of place is this?
What the heck? I know I'm not crazy. Here's a switch. Under the show user alert. And it is not here. Where is the switch? Come on. This is the page, right? I mean, this is it. Yeah. There's the text. This is it. Single param, XAML extension param, multi... Yeah, this is it. That's it, right there. Switch. No switch. I need a scroll? Do I need a... Like, scrolling problem going on? Like... I could... Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay. I guess I should have just used hot reload, huh? Alright, so let's do this. I gotta go back to the old... Uninstall. Okay. Yeah, Viper7, build clean. I gotta do this. I do a whole freaking delete. Because I do not trust Xamarin Forms far as I can throw myself. Which, if you're curious, I can't throw myself very far. All right. Rebuild. And here it is. It's a switch. Like, I see the switch. I'm not crazy. Right there. Don't you just love being a developer? This is the crap we deal with every single day. If it's not one thing, it's another. Right? It's like, things just don't work for us. They just don't work. And all we're doing now is just trying to add a switch to an existing page. Here we go. Let's try this. Yeah, Xamphy, amen to that. Like, you sit down, it's like, hey, I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm going to knock this out real quick. Should take 5 minutes. And then everything fights against you. IntelliSense stops working. Your build stops building all of a sudden. Like, why can't I build? Let me try restarting my computer. Things start freezing up. Visual Studio crashes. Your emulators don't work. Like come on. It's one thing after another. All right. That switch better be there. Come on. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers. Modules. A coder's greatest enemy, other coders. Okay. We have loaded the dialogue. Go to the dialogue demo. There it is! Oh, thank God. It's there. There it is right there. Okay. Whew. Let's see what happens. Well. It worked. But we're not... But no dialogue showing. Oh, what is going on? Oh. This is hilarious now. This is straight up hilarious. There's the freaking... Okay. Maybe I need parameters. Maybe there's an error being thrown. And I need parameters. Right? I mean, that's possible. I don't want to... Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going to totally be breaking into some source code. Like, come on! Hey, we didn't get a crash, though. Did not get a crash. Dialogue service, show dialogue. Maybe I could use the user alert one. Because that one works up here. Maybe it's the dialogue I'm using. Really don't like that step. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we can replicate this. All right. So let's go into the actual implementation of the dialogue service and step through it. Dialogue service. And let's see where it breaks. Probably not there. I'll put a breakpoint here. Well, it's not going to be request close. I know it's not going to be there. But we might get something great for view. Get dialog aware controller. Initialize dialog. We might get something here. Let's get current page. Insert pop-up. So I'm assuming this is where the problem's going to be. Get overlay style. Okay. All right. It probably has something to do with replacing the content while the toggle switch is still going. So I have an idea if that's the case. I want to test. Because maybe you just have to wait for the toggle to finish. So what's the difference between underscore toggle, underscore dialog service, and dialog service? Yeah, so Viper 7 is absolutely correct. This, let me find one. Right here. This right here means it's a local or private variable. Okay, usually global in scope to the class. So right here. And I'll show you why you care about that in a minute. Let's get through this stepping through part, and I'll explain why we do that. Dialog demo. Okay, let's step through here. Create view. Page, main page. Okay, that looks good. Yep, return master detail. Okay, we're getting our page. Okay, now we found our page, which is the content page. Okay, so we have a content page, which we're going to use, not the master detail page. So this is going to be our content page. Okay. So now we get our mask. Some resources. Got our mask, set some bindings. Here's the overlay. Setting some more bindings. Dang, Dan, man, you gotta jump through some hoops to get this to work. I don't think I would even done it. Okay, now we set the content. So we still have objects. And we get through the execute method. And yeah, this is nothing we control. We are outside the bounds of Prism code at that point. We have completed the invocation of the command. And so let's get to that question. I'll use this as an example of why you do the underscore. Well, for one, I don't know why this person's doing this, because that's why you don't want to do it. Imagine we have some method. Maybe it's a constructor, maybe it's not, right? And this is taking a string, I don't know, P, right? And so you may also have a globally available to your class, globally scoped to your class, another string of P. Well, if you didn't have this underscore, well, then you have to do, oh, let me set it to, I don't want any. Right, then you have to set it to this dot P equals, whoops, equals P. Because you're setting a locally scoped variable to the value that's coming in, right? And so that would require this. So you know this object you're setting to that incoming variable. But there's a couple of issues with this. One is by looking at this, I hate having this everywhere, for one. But also, another thing is just by convention, I can see the underscore, and I know that's about the this is a private variable that belongs scoped to this class, right? Just by looking at it, I know that's a private variable, a backing field, or something scoped to the class. And I don't have to worry about putting this dot everywhere, right? So that's why we do that. Now, Dan, back to your question. Why, wait, are you still on this? Yes. And so what I have determined is we just step through all the code and it's not Prism. We got through the entire method call of the event, creating the dialogue, showing the dialogue, all that stuff. And then when we finally came out of the command call, the execute of the command, then it broke. Right? So I'm sure it has to do with the rendering of when you swap out the content. Somewhere during that process, the render gets stopped midway because maybe it hasn't completely finished rendering all the way. So what I want to test, and I don't know the best way to do this. Yeah, it's a reparenting issue, Dan. That's exactly what it is. And it's nothing we can do anything about, honestly. So what I'm thinking is, what if we added some type of like wait, like pause, where you can wait a few milliseconds, wait for that button to finish like going, right? And then execute your dialogue service. Maybe that's the case. Maybe we just need a... How about... I'm thinking. I'm just going to test this. Let's await task.delay. Right? Of, say, 200 milliseconds. I don't know. Hey, where's the... Oh, I can't do it in this one. I can't do it in this one. I gotta do it in mine. I gotta do it here. Because I want to take advantage of a new extension method that we added to Prism. So I want to await a task dot delay. I don't know if this is really going to work, but I'm assuming that if we can wait for the toggle to finish its animation, then maybe it won't crash on us. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. And then completed callback. Now I take this, and I'll stick that there. Something like that. Whoop. Okay. What's this? Oh yeah, I don't need to await that. Sorry. Okay. Let's... Actually, I'm gonna say 500 milliseconds. Let's test this out. I'm just curious. Yeah, I did forget how my own API works. I do that all the time. I look back at code I wrote like, wait a minute. I wrote that? How's this thing work? Okay, so what I just did, just for everyone watching, we added an extension method to allow you to do a fire and forget, however, respond to the completion of that event. So this really helps like avoid async voids, and you can still have your fire and forget. And this is a new extension method that we added to Prism that allows you to do that. I actually did a video on that, but let's test this out. So we should be blocking the UI, but I just want to see if the animation of the switch is actually causing that. Woo! Oh, wait a minute. I got ahead of myself. That could be a premature... That's probably premature. I'm sorry. That's probably premature. Well, it didn't crash. It didn't crash. It didn't crash. But, okay, so hold on. I did lose the form content. It's a reparenting issue. However, hold on. I'm going to do a different dialogue for one. This user alert one. Let's do this user alert one. But it didn't crash. So that's something new. That's something new. But we have confirmed our suspicion. The toggle animation has not completed by the time that the dialog shows, which does a reparent, and then it causes the exception right there. Because it's not done with its processing. The renderer has not finished its the process of moving that ball from the left to the right. Well, that's pretty cool, though. Okay, well, we're not getting a dialogue now. But we're not getting an exception either. Right? I could try waiting a little less. I didn't lose the content up here. I wonder, just for fun. What is it? What's the Xamarin Forms device thing? What context does the await.run under? Yeah, that's what I'm, well, this will come back to the main thread. To the UI thread. Okay, so, for example, oh, ConfigureAwait. Nope, not that one. Oh, ConfigureAwait. Nope. Error callback. Let's just do null. And then let's put this on true. Let's ConfigureAwait true, but I don't. Yeah, we ConfigureAwait false by default. Actually, the await configures await false by default. Let's try this. I'm thinking. So I could actually talk about ConfigureAwait because it's a little confusing for a lot of people. I'll probably do a video on it. I think if we set this to true, it might work now. Load the module. Let's see. What do you think? What do you think? We got this? We got this? Got it now. Got it now. Got it now. That's it. That was the problem. I forgot ConfigureAwait was false by default. Works just fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, well, we have an answer and we have a workaround. So, beautiful. That's beautiful. Xamphy, would it not be better to have the default to true as the main use case would be UI related event? No. Okay, so there's guidance. Right? There's guidance that says when to use ConfigureAwait. And actually, I'm going to record a video on this, and I already have prepped a demo. Let me open up that demo. If I could find where I put it. Where did I put that thing? I honestly don't know where I put this. Where does No, not public. Source, repos. Okay. ConfigureAwait demo. Here it is right here. Here it is. Let me show you how ConfigureAwait works. How low can it go? Does it still crash with 5? Okay. Let me get rid of these. This is a sample that I'm working on to demonstrate how ConfigureAwait works. Let me comment this out. And how deadlocks happen and all that great stuff. So the default is true. Okay. So I have this button click, right? So let me run the application and we'll see kind of how this works, right? You're going to learn all about ConfigureAwait and when to use it and why you care. Okay, boom. We had a slight delay and then it turned green, right? So we have a debug.writeLine, await, do work. We come into do work. We're doing another write line. We're awaiting 1,000 milliseconds, which is a second, with ConfigureAwait true. Then we write to this, and then we set the background color here. Now, the thing about ConfigureAwait is first you have to understand how async await works generally. Okay, so for example, this is UI thread, right? This will be, a worker thread. Now, if you compare that to like a continue with, let me get these side by side here. Okay, so once I enter do work on my worker thread, nothing actually happens async until you await something, right? So, for example, in this scenario, this is UI thread. Here, right, we're awaiting. Now we're going to do some work, right? Worker thread. After the await, this statement here, this is analogous to the continue with, right? This is your continuation action right here. So what thread does this run on? That's what ConfigureAwait does, right? So this line of code after the await in this scenario is the exact same as your continue with code here. This is the same. Okay, so what ContinueAwait does is it controls which thread your continuation task runs on. After you await this, is this on the UI thread? Is it on the worker thread? Right? Where does this happen? So what you want to do, that's what ConfigureAwait does. So ConfigureAwait true, which is its default behavior, says that it's going to return to the thread that invoked the async operation. In this case, it would return to the UI thread. Okay? So the delay task, that's going to, after this await, it's going to say ConfigureAwait true. Oh, perfect. Then I'm going to hop back onto the UI thread. And now I can update this. But if I were to set this to false, right, this is no longer going to be the UI thread. This is going to be the worker thread. Okay? So if that's false now if I try to run this and set this button, watch what happens. Holy crap, that worked. Oh, yeah, the reason it worked. Sorry. The reason that worked, excuse me. This is the demo part of why you care. Let me come back to this. This is ConfigureAwait. If I were to ConfigureAwait this false, because these are different, sorry. Now watch what happens. Now you're broken, right? You're broken now because we said, hey, anything after this await, your continuation task, we're going to continue running on the worker thread. Well, obviously, this cannot work on the worker thread anymore because this is UI code. Okay? Now, this ConfigureAwait does not impact this ConfigureAwait. That's what's important. So this ConfigureAwait can be anything. This could be true if I wanted to. But it's going to behave the same. We're still going to get that exception because we've already told our continuation task here not to continue on the UI thread. So, but by default, that is true. So now this is back on the UI thread. And it's going to work. Perfect, right? Now, regardless of what this ConfigureAwait, this is why the guidance comes in that I'm about to tell you. If you're doing UI, you will always use ConfigureAwait true, right? So down here, we'll say, if you're doing UI, configure, if I can spell, ConfigureAwait true, always. So in WPF, you're always ConfigureAwait true, which by default is the default implementation. Okay? If you are a library author like Prism, you will always do ConfigureAwait false. And the reason you do this is because you do not know the implementation of the calling code. You don't know what the calling code is going to do. So this is where deadlocks come in. So for example, I'm going to do something you should never, ever do in a WPF application. You should never wait a task like this. Now, I say that with a grain of salt. Sometimes there are cases where you may have to wait, but I see this more in ASP.NET. I've never seen this in WPF, but in ASP.NET, there are some scenarios where you might need to wait. But this is what happens. If Prism were to ConfigureAwait true by default, right, and we do this, let's see what happens. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to click the button, and guess what we have? We have a deadlock. Our application is locked, and there is no escaping it. Okay? Viper7, I had no idea just how topical that question was. What context does the await run under? Yes, it's very topical, and it's very important everyone understands this. So Dan, why on earth they don't have a class or assembly level attribute to set ConfigureAwait? Because it depends on the calling code. That's why. So in this case, let's look at what happens. Why do we get a deadlock? Okay, so if we run this, right here, we're on the UI thread. Okay, so we're going to step through this. Then we're into do work. Right here, we are still going to be on the UI thread until we hit this await here. And now we're like, okay, ConfigureAwait true. Then we're going to go to this task. We're going to hit, whoops, dang it. I need a breakpoint here. Reset. I need a breakpoint there. Come out here. Okay, now we're on the wait. But we didn't get to this debug.write line. This debug.write line is now waiting for this task to complete so it can continue its work on the UI thread. But here, the task is waiting for that thread, for this thread to complete. So we have this weird race condition where one's waiting on the other and the other's waiting on the other. And so now we will never get past this. We are deadlocked. Right? So that's why it's so important that if you are a library author like Prism, it should always be false. If your UI code is calling this, it should always be true. That's why. I hope that makes sense. I'm planning a video on this, and I'll make sure I put my thoughts together a little better. But essentially, that's what happens. Right? Dan, no, brother goodness. If you are writing libraries or server code, you should be able to set that once and let the compiler add that for you. I don't know. It depends. I'm telling you, it depends. It depends on what the method is doing, if it needs to be on the UI or not. Not all methods are called back to the UI thread. Viper7, it's fine being user land configurable, but in my opinion, the name should be the goal, not the step. You have to configure a wait to achieve a goal of running in the calling or worker context. You're either restoring that calling context or not. Yeah, I'd far rather restore context to. Yeah. Dan, if you don't have a UI, then it's not a concern. Right, but a lot of monolithic apps have UI, but don't run code in the UI. Okay. That's the ConfigureAwait. I'll do a video on that probably next week. I think I'll do it next week. I gotta. This is pretty complicated to explain, so I need to really put my thoughts together on how to explain that using this demo before I record. Xamfi, always great explanation. The fact that it was a UI interaction, what kind of I was getting at, but never thought about it from the Prism side of things. Yes. So I can never guarantee, and the extension method that Prism provides, this extension method here, this await, I can't guarantee that whatever they're doing needs to return to the UI. Right? I don't know. They could be just publishing messages. Like if you're using event aggregator, you could send events on a background thread when this action is complete. And you can subscribe to that event using the Prism event aggregator on a background thread. Right? So it just depends. So, what if I did 100 milliseconds? I wonder how many milliseconds does that switch need in order to complete its process. Should be able to set the default by class or assembly with an attribute so you don't have to add it everywhere, but you always can if you need to be explicit. Hey, I'm all for having options. As long as I'm not locked into a specific way. Okay. Let's see if 100 milliseconds is enough. Yeah. It is enough. What about 50? How low can we go? Oh, it could be device dependent because of device spec? I don't know. 1 or 0. I wonder if 1 millisecond is enough. We should test it. We should try. Come on. All right, there we go. Really wish I didn't have to initialize a module every time I want to show a dialogue. $50 is plenty. No, let's go 10. Let's go 10. I don't know if I'm comfortable with 1 or 0, but let's do 10. If 0 works, and it just has to be somehow asynchronously in the same context. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Xamfi, have watched a couple of recent videos you've done on async await and async void. I got a couple of questions that are too long for asking here. Can I ping them in the Prism Slack? Sure, add them to the Slack. Why not? Maybe someone else could jump in too. Okay. Start this. Dialogue demo. Okay, nope. Okay, I think 50, that didn't work. We need more than 10 milliseconds. So I'll say, let's try 25. Let's try 25. I think it's 25 or 50, right? But we found the limit. We definitely can't do 10. The universe is sane. Okay. And then so I'll close that because I don't think there's much we can do about that, honestly. But I will give them a workaround in that issue. We'll say we're blocked by platform. And give them the workaround. Looks like 25 milliseconds. That's the winner. All right. Let's open that issue back up. All right. Ooh, thanks for sharing. Whoop. This is a weird problem with the timing of content replacement versus the time it takes for XF to finish rendering the toggle animation, right? I would still throw it at 100 milliseconds for compat reasons, but yeah, well, I'll let them decide how they want to do this. There isn't anything we can do about this at the moment. However, I do have a workaround for you. Simply use the, well, hold on. The extension method we just added is in preview. Okay. You need to simply wait a few milliseconds. Before showing your dialogue. Right? So due to the nature of async void, you'll need to be able to await a task as a fire and forget, while at the same time awaiting the result. Awaiting the completion of that event. Right? That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Okay, so what we need to do, Prism has recently added an extension method that supports this. However, it will not be available until V8. In the meantime, use this one instead. Okay. Then change your code to call the dialogue to something like this. Right? Dan, why don't you suggest they upgrade to V8 Pre-1? Is that in Pre-1 though? Did that come before Pre-1 or after Pre-1? It ain't fire and forget. But sure. Yeah, it is, but it isn't. Right? It is, but it isn't. And actually what I'm gonna do, again, best practice, if it's not production ready, it ain't exactly recommended. And then, actually, I can take the code. YouTube.com/Brian Lagunas. I'm going to go to my video. So
hey everyone, Brian Lagunas.
Right here. I'm going to take this code snippet. Wait, where is it? I thought I put the code snippet in here. Oh, I didn't put the code snippet. That sucks. That's okay. That is... Which one is that? Dang it. Report progress. I might have it in there. Rewrite rules. I don't remember. Display chart console app. I don't remember. Crap. Come on, Brian. What's up with you, man? No, that wasn't it. No muscles! Hi there, no muscles. I'm trying to find a project that I just wrote the other day. Rewrite rules. Create and display chart. Console. ConfigureAwait. Yeah. I guess I got rid of it. I guess I deleted it. That's unfortunate. So I'll have to write it from scratch. Static void. Await. This. Task. Action. Right. Something like this. Trying to think. And then we could go await task. Right? And then completed dot invoke. Oh wait. Dot configure. We'll put true for them. Something like that. I'm just doing it off the cuff. That looks right to me. Or just use the V8 preview 1 on Nougat, which I'm still not sure it's on in preview, but it may be. I don't know. Viper 7. This task. Yeah, so this is an extension method. So when you use this task, I am extending task to where I can call my method directly off that object. Right? So that's why it's a static async void await this task. So after I can attach this to any task.
Another one.
So that's why I could say delay dot await.
Another one.
And that's my method. That's my extension method that I'm calling off of that object. Who is that? Bojanov Brims. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That looks like it works. Okay. Do that, and it will work fine. Close. There. Oh, understood. Sorry, I'm a bit of a fish out of water here. Not my normal language. Hey, no problem. No judgment here, my friend. Judgment-free zone. Trust me, you'll see me do stuff and say, Brian, what the heck are you doing? Isn't your brain working? Okay. And so, and if Dan is correct, I think Dan earlier mentioned that, let me get my scene here. I think Dan mentioned earlier that Xamarin Forms did make an improvement that he could take advantage of for his dialogue service. I just don't know if that's been released yet or not. So, but in the meantime, done. He's got a workaround. It's working. I'm just so glad I was finally able to use my extension method for something. This was a perfect use case for this. Perfect. Perfect use case. So awesome. See, I knew I wrote that for a reason and added it to Prism. I knew it. Yes. Okay. Let me close all these things down. You don't see it, but I'm closing all my windows and my apps. All this mess is just shutting down. What I am going to do is I do want to find somebody to raid. That's what I do want to do. Do want to do. There's a joke there. My kids would totally get on me for it. Oh, who do we want to raid? I see Bald Bearded Builder is he's streaming right now. So how about we give Bald Bearded Builder a quick hello, shall we? I think so. Well, this has been fun. This has been a lot of fun, actually. We started out with a brand new product that no one else has ever seen before and invited you to join that preview. So remember, exclamation point join if you want to join the preview for the app builder. Build your web apps, generate all the code, everything's done for you. Awesome. And we got to use my extension method that I wrote to solve a pretty complex problem. That was very interesting. Viper 7, thank you for joining. It's always a ton of fun. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I know you could spend your time doing anything else, and you chose to spend it with me, and I greatly appreciate you all. I love you all. And so let's go ahead and give Bald Bearded Builder a good old-fashioned raid. Spam the chat. Show them what's up. Show them how we do things. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good one, everyone.